Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I had some better news, but you know, a lot of you are used to it by now, right? So looking at radar, and hey, I do have some better news. The tropics are quiet. It is summertime after all, so let's be thankful for that. Looking at radar, things are nice and quiet right now. We do have some rain that's trapped across the east. That is starting to fizzle out as well. Most of the storms that you see over the next couple days will be to the east of us around I-95. So if anybody has plans to head out that way, Fort Pierce, Palm Bay, all the way up and down the coast, they will see those showers and storms the next few days. That's what we had for today, but some areas we're lucky enough to have an isolated downpour. A nice example of this, I showed this at the start of the show. Look at this green speck, this little tiny speck that's in Hillsborough County, just north of downtown Tampa. Inch of rain, right? So that's a little neighborhood that had that rain while everybody else was pretty much dry. Now, these are radar estimated totals, but you get the picture. Most of the rain was down in Highlands County, the southern end of it. So tomorrow, yeah, much of the same. Let's do it again. Temperatures right now are in the upper 70s, low 80s. We have 85 degrees in the Gulf, and I keep mentioning that because with that westerly wind, it's blowing right over that bathwater, so you can imagine where our source of muggy weather is coming from. If you didn't know, well, now I told you. That's the secret. All right, so for tonight, 80 degrees is that overnight low, but again, with the humidity, just feels very sauna-like, especially at night and in the morning where the dew points are the highest. Moving into futurecasts for tomorrow, lately with this pattern, tomorrow the wind will be more west-southwest, but this usually allows those showers, if we get any, to fire up closer to the coast, and then they push their way across the interior, across our central counties. But for tomorrow, we actually have a little bit of drier air in place, so we're not going to see a ton of rain in our area. In fact, tomorrow looks to be the driest day of the week ahead. As we enter into about 3 o'clock, we will get some rain out there. But again, I think most of it will be east of I-75 across Polk County, Hardy, DeSoto, Highlands County, basically the areas that saw most of the rain for today. Then moving into tomorrow night, it looks like it could be really active on the other coast. So again, if you have plans to travel to the East Coast, just be aware that they will have their share of stormy weather, right? They had it today, they'll have it tomorrow, they'll have it the next couple of days because this is a pattern that we're stuck in. As we move into Tuesday morning, again, starting off fairly dry and then those showers start up once again. For tomorrow, 91 degrees for the daytime high. Again, this is not factoring in the humidity. The humidity makes it feel a lot warmer and stickier. So here's a good map I like to show. This is the heat index at the top. Regular temperatures at the bottom, and a lot of times people say, well, why not just use the heat index? Well, because we don't always have high humidity all year long, right? The humidity goes up and down throughout the year, and some days we're blessed enough where we have lower humidity during those summer days. We just had that a couple of weeks ago, right? But tomorrow, that's not the case. Sorry. It's going to be the daytime high going to be closer to 90 degrees, going to feel closer to 98 with all that extra moisture. Speaking of moisture, let's touch tropics. This little area right here, the shape keeps changing because what happened was all that moisture drove into Mexico, and it will basically kind of make this turn. Will it go back into the Gulf and try to form as a low pressure system? It's possible. There's a 30% chance of that happening. If it did, it would form somewhere right here. Now, we're not looking at this to be a big tropical system. This is not going to be Arthur, at least not the way it looks right now. What it will do, however, is bring a lot of rain to southeast Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. We actually have a front that's moving in around the same time, a little bit ahead of that system, and that's going to sandwich some moisture on top of those areas as well. You can see that with the European model here. Look at all that moisture that's just trapped, and that's Wednesday. So some of that will try to make its way over to us, but we also have had high pressure over our area, so I think that's kind of steering some of that moisture away from us. 7-day forecast here, 90-degree temperatures stacked day by day. Again, tomorrow's rain chances are overall low. Wednesday, we'll see if we can bring up that rain chance from 20%, but right now, I'm just not buying it. For Sunday, Father's Day, looks like it will be a little bit wetter, however, so making plans with Pop, make sure you pay attention to the forecast.
All right.